Hello everybody, it is Retro Gaming Now, and believe it or not, I still do remember my Twitch password. So, that is correct, I was not locked out of my account. I did not forget my password, I still have my password. I have just, well, you can call me Mr. Excuses, because what ended up happening is So I have my Windows desktop gaming PC, and I also got a new laptop, like a Mac laptop for video editing. So when I was switching, I switched to that new laptop, and I also reinstalled Windows on my main machine. So I ended up in kind of a strange position where, okay, I was using this laptop, and everything was wiped on my main machine, and so I only just now got around to like finishing up getting the main machine ready to go, and with that, now I can stream again. So, we are playing on the Retro Gaming Now survival multiplayer server. If you guys are not currently involved in that, the applications are open right now. And I see a bunch of people heading into chat. Hello, everybody. It's nice to be with all of you again. Undertale stream will happen. I know I say that every stream, but, well, maybe I mean it this time. Maybe not. I would like to do the Undertale stream, and now that I'm on my main PC, I'll be able to do that. Yeah, Joey G is going to finish the entire game before I get to part 3 of my stream. Anyways, hello, it's Hi, nice to see you. Maple, Remy, Maple again, Joey G, Surf, Lee, yeah, well, Lee's right there. Okay, so... Tobin TV subscribed to Tier 1. They subscribed for 6 months, currently on a 6-month streak. Thank you so much, Tobin. Yeah, I really do appreciate it. It means a lot, and as I always say, I really enjoy that people enjoy my content. So, we are here in my house right now, and I've been making some adjustments to it. And Surf subscribed to Tier 1. Lost my streak, and I blame you. I deserve the blame for sure, because I am not consistent at all. I've been thinking I might want to try and get a schedule going again, because I realize the reason I stopped doing the schedule, because it was like, I don't know, I thought it would be better for me if I was just sort of doing it whenever. But then the problem with that is I just never do it. So I'm thinking about maybe trying to be a little bit more structured about it. Hello, Sewell. Okay, so here we are. We're in my house, and this area looks pretty similar, but actually I've done several different things, since we've played last. Tobin has used 10 bits, cheer 10. Thank you so much, Tobin. Lee just put a hamburger on the ground. Hello, Lee. Okay, so the project I'm currently working on right now is I'm trying to update my whole automatic smelting system. So this is something I've kind of been doing recently, and you'll probably be able to tell that this looks totally different than what it did. So I've adjusted it around so there's more of a modular type of thing, so I could extend this outwards if I needed to. And I think it looks a lot nicer. But the big thing that I've changed is that instead of the auto smelting happening up here, these are just going to be normal smelters. So they're still going to be connected to the fuel source, but they won't automatically happen. Instead, what happens is things get sorted and they go down into the bottom layer. And I'll go ahead and show you the bottom layer. And this, again, is still very much a work in progress. This is really what I'm trying to solve right now, finish constructing all of this. And I will get to chat in just 1 second. Oh, looks like I got stuck. Let's go back home. I'll show you the other way to get there. Let's see. Pixie Bacon, hello. Tobin TV, how does the hype train work? I don't know. I'm not a Twitch expert. I think we did get the hype train once when it was like, you know, a bunch of people were commenting and chatting and stuff, and it starts to like, you know, escalate like that, and that's really cool. Am I gonna play Splitgate? I have not played Splitgate. Hey Retro, I'm a small YouTuber under a different name, and you commented on one of my videos, and I just want to say I appreciate it a lot. Yeah, thanks. People say that I don't read self-promotion on the Discord, but I actually kind of do sometimes. So it's always fun to see like what smaller YouTubers are doing, because of course I used to be that. Okay, anyways, so the idea is there's a bunch of complicated stuff going on here. There's basically 3 minecart tracks. This is the track that puts stuff back into the system. But what we've got is a track that comes down and dumps the things that need to be smelted. So that's going to be our raw ores, and it's going to put them in here, and this thing will take them, put them back in. And that hopper chain right there is our fuel source. And so these are always going to be, oops, not this one. These back here are always going to be full of bamboo. So there's always going to be enough, things. Sorry, chat's pretty popular. I suppose that's what happens when I'm so inconsistent with streaming. Again, I'll try to be better. So that's this here, this whole area. Still trying to figure it out, still trying to finish what it's going to look like. It's kind of a mess, but I think it's kind of a cool looking mess, which is fun. And so all of this is part of a much larger scheme to try and renovate my house. So you'll see that we're open over here. Just to give you a sense of where I am. So this was always here. This was always this area. And this is the community building room. And I think, I'm actually not sure if there's anything that's new in here, except for this one, maybe. Open on stream from random. Sus. Double sus, huh? I guess there's 2 susses embedded into this chest. Doesn't appear as though random is watching right now. So, random, when you see this on the highlights reel, I have to ask you, who's really the sus person? Is it the person who you say is sus, or is it the person who put sus into a chest? It's food for thought. Over here, this is the gender reveal project, or gender reveal party gone wrong. I think these are all things we've seen before. Maple Sauce has just cheered 20 bits. A bunch of cheers. Thank you so much, Maple. I really do appreciate it. This is Rob. Rob's still here. Illager Crib. Okay. I don't think there's anything new in here. One of the things I was going to do is, when I was talking about renovating, I want to have more space. So, I know down at the bottom there still is actually this piano. And I can show you that real quick. If you go down... Yeah, I think this is probably the way to go down here. Oop. I'll take some damage. You can tell I'm definitely in the middle of a process. Yeah, here it is. This is where the piano is, and I was doing some excavating, trying to work on my house, and I just sort of stumbled into this, and I'm like, oh yeah, I totally forgot that this is down here. So unfortunately, we're probably going to need to move this around a little bit. But the idea was I want to have another layer here where people can build, because the top layer is getting pretty full. So I want to have it where there's still some place where people can construct and add things to the house, because I think that's always pretty fun. Oh, random is here. I guess all I had to do was open the sus chest and random would come. Stream equals SMP activity. That's right. And I should mention, I mentioned this at the beginning of the stream, but the applications are open right now. So if you're not on the Discord, hop onto the Discord, discord.gg/retrogamingnow. And you should see that there's currently an event going on right now for SMP applications. So I'm going to start looking at those today or tomorrow. And we'll start adding people. Yeah, so, yeah, the house is a total mess. The house is a total mess. But we are finally starting to improve it. It's been a long time since I've done any sort of changes to the house. So it's well overdue. And you'll notice there's a bunch of chests over here. So these chests represent a miscalculation, so to speak, by myself. We look in here, there's a ton of clay, and there's like, why is there so much clay? Well, it turns out I only needed these bottom chests of clay to do what I was going to do. And what I was going to do was build another pyramid. So, you may or may not know, I don't know if I've shown this off on stream, but a while back, probably 3-4 months back, I did the InDev video, and that video was basically about, you know, the history of Minecraft. There's the alpha, beta, InDev phase. InDev is one of the phases, and it was a period of great experimentation, a lot of interesting things happening. And one of the really interesting things to come out of that was the InfDev, which was the first infinite world test. And there is a not infinite, but these huge brick pyramids. And so I did a replica earlier, like I got all the brick, but it turned out the wiki was incorrect on the size, and it was only a quarter of the size it needed to be. So I went back and thank you so much for the lush caves, but with the help of the lush caves, I was able to get a bunch of clay and build a real full-size brick pyramid. And maybe I'll show that off some point on the stream. But I totally made it wrong. I totally miscalculated, and so now I've got enough clay to do probably one or maybe even 2 more full pyramids. So at some point I might do that. Now that my automatic smelting system is becoming a little bit more robust. Anyways, clay is farmable. Yeah, people did say that. I hadn't done any sort of work with that. You can actually get it pretty quickly if you're in the lush caves. But yeah. Okay. So, I think that's all that's new for the house. The rest of the house is basically the same. I'll just head on down over here just to make sure. Yeah, max netherite shovel. That's what I did. I basically just upgraded a shovel all the way up, and I ended up needing 2 of them because you run out too quickly if you're not doing that. Let's see. So, we're back over here. I'm getting a ton of stuff coming in. Highlight my message, says Dank Creeper. Hi, Retro. I love your videos. You're amazing. Thank you so much. Again, as I always say, makes me very happy when people enjoy my stuff. Maple Sauce, 75 bits. Tobin, 50 bits. I really got to be paying attention to chat. Thank you so much, guys. This is really awesome. So yeah, mega rain right now. I can see surf flying around. In fact, maybe I will pull up firework. Yeah, so the exterior of the house still needs some work. It's definitely pretty rough. But, yeah. So, there's actually kind of a lot of stuff that we need to talk about, like new things that have happened on this server. So, I think I've gone over the main ones here, but what I want to do first is go back to spawn and go through something there. So, one of the big things is our welcome center has been revamped. Maple and Tobin are in the midst of a duel right now. Maple says, I haven't worked in 4 weeks, spare me, but I still got money. And Tobin sends me 300 bits. Thank you so much, Tobin. Please make sure you're being fiscally responsible, is what I'm going to say. Okay, so let's head back to spawn. So I'm going to go warp spawn. And you'll notice that this is different. So Ari is one of our best builders on this server, and they wanted to totally redo the welcome center, and I was like, sure, let's go for it. So you can tell we've got this nice color scheme here, this nice purple. Maple Sauce has used 200 bits. Thank you so much. I feel like I gotta say something when you cheer. I need like some sort of thing to do. Okay. So this is different. This is a new welcome center right here, and it's very nice. I think it's pronounced Ari. I think. Yeah, that's what Lee is saying right there. Ariana Grande. Ari. Okay, Ari. There we go. So he redid this. He or she or whoever it is redid this. And Tobin has cheered 500 bits. Thank you, Tobin. No, Tobin, says Maple. And the best part about this new thing is that the sign wall's still here. So we still have all of our old signs. You are now manually breathing and blinking. And yeah, we have all the banners too. Right, so I did notice this. I definitely can't recognize who these are, but I've seen some of these banners. That might be Thieves. That's the Maryland banner. And I've definitely seen these before. So everyone, I think, sort of has their banner, and it's pretty cool to have them up there. Chicken for Day says, how's it going, Retro? I'm doing pretty well, Chicken. And then, yeah, so we used to have these chests where people could just dump stuff, and this has been replaced with a barrel. And, of course, the ender chest, everything else we need. I'm definitely getting a little bit of lag because of the rain. And spawn is just an inherently laggy place because there's so much going on. But we will head on up here just to get a nice view of what's going on. There's Buff Shroom out there, looking good. AFK, please. Okay, we'll AFK. If enough people AFK, that's how we can skip the night. Looks like it's about to be day anyways. Yeah, so there's this over there. Got some nice bookshelves, some nice lecterns. Overall, it's just a more conscientiously designed place. The one that I threw up was very haphazard and was not well thought out at all. And thankfully, the rain has stopped. Help my game is spazzing, says Surf. Okay. So yeah, this is this. Very nice job. It's different, better than me, because I am not a builder. Oh, I guess there's nothing else. So we will head on down. The next major thing to talk about is what we did is we had a competition, because what I wanted to do is build some sort of like government building, because we have a lot of things that, you know, the government owns. For example, there's like all this equipment, like when a player gets banned, they own all of the inventory stuff. That's just one example, but we really didn't have a place to store it. And I wanted a place for there to be an auction house and that type of a thing. So I made a build competition to see if somebody wanted to build one of those. And JBN Joe the Pro was the winner of that competition. Congratulations to them. And Frostburn Trooper redeemed Hydrate. So time to hydrate. Yes, applications are still open. I was mentioning earlier, I'm going to take a look at those in a few days. All right. So this is all pretty similar. I don't know if there's any major changes over here. I do want to go over and just show you where the new building is going to be. Dark Creeper says, are we allowed to suggest video ideas? Sure. You can suggest them here. You should also suggest them on the video ideas channel in the Discord server, because I might not remember them from the stream necessarily. Okay, so this is Old Town. We've been here before. This is a pretty standard place. But where the thing is going to go, we were talking about potentially putting the new building right here to the left, this area. We want to find a place that's mostly pretty central. This might be a good place. This might not be a good place. I don't know. We're still kind of trying to deal with that. So I just did want to mention that because that's one of the new things. But there's also been some major activity in an area which I do not believe that I've shown on stream yet. And to get there, all we have to do is start flying and head directly south, I believe this is. And as we start to head south, something shows up. And, well, what is this? Well, there's obviously some sort of border here. And, you know, the enterprising person might wonder, what is going on? Why is there a border? And why is there total chaos on the inside? Well, we're going to head around to the side, and we might find the answer to that. In the meantime, let me look at chat. Frostburn highlights his message and says, will the SMP ever be reset? No, the plan is to not reset the SMP. The way we do it is we expand the border with a new update. So the world gets bigger and bigger as time goes on, but we will not reset it ever, hopefully. I would really try to avoid resetting. Unless everyone quits. That could happen. I mean, anything can happen, but I don't think that's going to happen. Because we're always adding new people. Okay, so somewhere around here is the entrance, and I'm trying to find the entrance, because the entrance kind of explains what's going on. Is it up here, maybe? Up here? I don't know. Okay. So, I'm beating around the bush. I know. What is this place, you're probably wondering? Well, this is a place known colloquially as the Zone. The Zone. So what's so special about the Zone? Okay, all the signs of the entrance are broken, says Lee. Well, the Zone is a unique area of the server. It was made by Tim, and what makes it special is that there are no rules in the Zone. Oh yeah, that's right. The Zone is an anarchy zone. Now, obviously, you still have to follow the important rules. Like, you can't use hacks. You can't do anything like, you know, anything like that. You gotta follow the important rules. But in terms of griefing, well, there are no rules. And killing other players, there are no rules. So, obviously, I'm putting myself at risk by being in here. Yeah, you can take people's stuff if they die. No lag machines. You can kind of do whatever you want. And as a result, there's some really crazy architecture here. This, I think, this area I'm on right now is a I think it's like a dueling spot or an arena, and that's actually making me think maybe I don't want to be on this spot right now. So there's tons of lava plumes, of course. And I'm just going to fly around a bit to try and get you a sense of the scale of this, because it's interesting, because one of the great things about this server is that everybody follows the rules, or almost everybody, and we take care of those who don't. And so it's really peaceful, and it's really, you know, I'd say it's like a society. It's really well put together. But then, you know, the zone is in total contrast to that. And it's this isolated area where the rules don't really apply, and so you get these really complicated, crazy looking things, you know, like something out of 2B2T. And of course I need to be careful because I don't want somebody to attack me, as is currently happening. But people have been building some stuff in here. People have been constructing like a castle, and if it's possible for me to get in there, I'm going to try and do it. We can see a bridge right here. If it turns out that this is too risky, like I'm too likely to die, then I won't do that. When I'm flying around, I'm obviously pretty safe. Yeah, are there perks for being in the stream and or donating? Like, what do you mean by being in the stream? Like Discord perks? I guess I'm not quite sure the question. Ooh. Okay, so I'm going to take a risk here and try and get down over here. The bridge is already starting to fall apart a little bit, and I don't like the way Joey is looking at me, so I'm going to have to be super careful. In fact, going inside anything is extremely dangerous, because all it takes is one person to hit me from the side, and I'm dead. So it's possible that I'm not going to be able to give you any sort of detail here, because the zone is just inherently dangerous, and that's what makes it fun. And you guys have seen the streams. You guys know my PvP skills are not so good. So, anyways, I just wanted to just give some sort of sense of this, because this is one of the more unique developments that's happened on this server. The zone has existed for a while, but only recently have people started to really actually use it. Yeah, let me check chat. Let's see. Just join the Discord. Thank you so much. Yeah, put your video ideas there. Really, the Discord is kind of my primary communication with like the fans, you know, like the more serious fans. And people are attempting to hit me with flame arrows, and I see right through that. All right, so the nice thing is, when I'm done, I don't want to do anarchy anymore. All I have to do is exit the zone, and I'm safe. And I'm going to get a drink real quick because I am thirsty. How do the applications work? I've already applied twice. Yeah, so we'll go through them. We're really looking for a couple of things, and I say this every time, but I just want to repeat it. We're looking for good community members in the Discord especially, but we're also looking for people who put forth high-quality applications. So even if you're not really talking that much on the Discord, you can still get accepted into the SMP. You just have to have a stronger application is really what happens. Because after all, the way that this server works, again, I always have to mention this, it's very open. There's no claiming, nothing like that. You can do whatever you want. You just have to follow the rules, like golden rule type thing. And it works really well. And I'm really happy with it. Okay, Lee redeemed hydrate. Time to hydrate. Bit donators should get access to said channel, at least top 3, says Maple. I might look into that. There might be a way to make that work. So, yeah, I'm going to think about that. Cheaters never see the grass of the plains biome again. Yeah, you cheat, you're gone. I mean, we really have just about zero tolerance for that. That's the great thing, right? So the punishments are extremely harsh, but if you follow the rules, you're fine. You're not going to get punished. Okay, so now what are we going to do? Man, tons of people are on. Oh, man, it's been so long that I'm trying to even remember what's new. I think I know what I want to do. I want to follow this compass. So there's this compass here that says infdev. And, you know, if you were here earlier in the stream, you can probably tell what this is going to be. But since we're here, I want to just do some little exploration and head out in this direction. This will give me some more time to read. Ooh, Hunger Games. That's right. We could play Hunger Games. I think I played Hunger Games on stream. I'm trying to remember. That's something we could definitely do. Actually, would you guys like to play it now? That's a question. I'm going to ask in chat. Hunger Games? Yes, let's play. Okay, so I'm going to head back home and dump my stuff. I think I've played this on stream. I think I have. It's weird because sometimes I do voice chat streams, and with voice chat streams, obviously those don't get recorded usually. So there's kind of this imbalance, and that's one great reason to be on the Discord. Relicy23 says, "Can I join the SMP?" Yes, join the Discord. You will need to apply. We're having applications right now. What makes a stronger application, says Chicken? I think really more detail. Don't just, have 2 sentences for your answers. Really think them through. And, we're really looking for effort. We're really trying to find people who are clearly interested. Because really we're trying to find who can we trust. That's what it boils down to. So, put some work into it. Don't just, make it. Okay, Rip 57 levels, says it's Joey G. Yeah, so I'm at 58 levels. So we're gonna see if the plugin works properly. Warp Hunger Games. Retro, I forgot the command for what? I'll just type it in just to make sure people know. Yeah, Lee got it. Okay. So here we are. Things are still standing, thankfully. We will wait for some people to get there. I haven't done any recent updates to this. The thing is, we can have multiple Hunger Games too. So we could have this place. We could have another one. There's lots we can do. Yeah, of course, empty your inventory, because sometimes the plugin doesn't clear your inventory properly. So you want to be safe and make sure that it's all gone. So we'll give people a couple more times. A little bit more time. Joey's got an enchanted golden apple. Yeah, please put that away, Joey. Dark Creeper says, I played Bedrock Edition, so I couldn't join if I wanted to. Yeah, unfortunately, this is Java only for right now. So if you're going to apply, make sure you've got a Java game. Alright, so remember when I was saying earlier about how weak my PvP skills are? For those of you who didn't believe me, you're about to see just how bad it is, because it's pretty bad. Bedrock server and I resign. I have nothing against Bedrock. I really don't. It's just that I play Java more often, and I'm a little bit hesitant to do something like Geyser, because when you do that, there's just more room for bugs. I don't know how it's going to work with Paper, which is the jar we're using. There's just a lot more difficulty that comes with trying to implement Bedrock. And yeah, the server is popping. Let's see it. Let's see how we're doing. 20.0 TPS. That is what I like to see. All right, we will start in a minute. Tobin spacebar is half broken. Jerry the Wise, sure, you can join if you want. Prodigal Paintbrush says, yo, I'm at work giving a patient a blood transfusion, but I wanted to stop by and say hi, Retro. Also, what's your favorite type of coffee if you like coffee? Prodigal Paintbrush, I suggest you focus on that blood transfusion. That sounds a little bit more important than watching the stream, but thank you for joining. What's my favorite type of coffee? I typically like black coffee. And I think probably my favorite coffee that I've had has been like Yemen coffee. There's obviously there's a lot of different types of flavors you can get. But I would say that I really do enjoy coffee in a way that I'm willing to pay more for better coffee, if that makes sense. Okay, looks like they're running a game right now. But we'll wait for everybody to come and All right. Are we ready? Let me ask. What happens to your items if the game starts and you're holding stuff? It should take them out. It really should. But I always tell people to dump them just in case, because sometimes it takes them out and doesn't give them back is what happens. You should get them back. That's kind of the goal. Okay, let's go. Boink. Right click on sign. All right, so 3 tributes. Don't worry about food. Will do it for you. 6 alive. All right, 7 alive. 10 seconds to go. Okay. This is going to be a let's not die type of a game. And I've also got to read Twitch chat too. So let me pay attention here. Prodigal Paintbrush has tipped $1. Thank you so much. Please focus on your blood transfusion. That is what I ask of you. No need to get too distracted from such a important task. All right, so I'm gonna head on over here. This is my house, one of my houses, from a old. Okay, there's someone over there, so maybe I don't want to go over there. I would like to survive for a while, because I have a propensity to die. And okay, well, hopefully they didn't see me. They totally could have. Yeah, Surf, we'll get you in on the next game. Don't worry. These games only last up to 15 minutes, usually shorter than that. I have been doing like some tweaks to. All right, I see somebody. Okay, let's go let's go retro channel your inner PvP god. I was just about to, and then they ran, and I am secretly happy that they ran. Okay, I think there's a chest over here. Yeah, so this house was from a different multiplayer server that I played. Not from this one. There's another house that I copied and pasted from one of my old Let's Plays, which, if you've been on the YouTube for a while, you will probably have seen it. Maple was lost in this house for a really long time. Yeah, this is not one of my finer house designs. It's a little, it's okay. It's okay. It's just not great. I like the other house a lot more. Hold on, we're not in adventure mode up here. Yeah, we never were able to fix that. Just don't break anything. That's the short answer. I need some armor. That's really what I need because, okay. What potion do I have here? Poison? No, I'm not going to be the... All right. I wanted to not be the first one to die. And I was the first one to die. Anyways, all right. So we got to hang out here for a little bit and let the game finish. Why is Surf and Spectator? I don't think that's supposed to happen. Hey, what are you doing? Stop punching me. Stop it. Stop it. Well, that's pretty annoying. There go my 58 levels. Let me go get 17 levels back out of it. All right. Okay, so I was gonna mess with the. Yeah, it's supposed to be that you can spectate while it's happening. That was so I've been tweaking with some things. I've been having some weird things trying to get this compass to work. There's a lot of server stuff I'm trying to deal with. Anyway, so I'm dead. We gotta wait for this game to finish. How many people are still alive? 5 people are still alive. Yeah, we will play another game. Let me read chat. Chat, what was the first retro video you watched? Mine was the history of Old Root. That one was good. I really liked that one quite a bit. Why does everyone get beat in the lobby? Yeah, I probably should put some signs up making it more clear that the lobby is not the game. Mine was the Enderman theory, says Surf. Yeah, we're definitely going to get a bunch of people into this game once it's over. 4 people still alive. Yeah, Old Root was good. I think a lot of people got into the channel through Old Root. That one is still popular. That's still my second most popular video if you look at the last... Okay, trust me, he says. And of course I'm poisoned. Brings me good luck. I hope it does. Yeah, Iceberg 1, that's another good one. Iceberg was my first... What are you doing? No. Don't fight here. In-game. Yeah, I need to put some signs up to make this more clear. Because the thing is, I did this for the anniversary, and I explained everything on the voice chat there, but the thing is, we weren't... Not everyone here was on that voice chat. Retro the eyes, yes. This is what they're talking about. You might not be able to see it here. You could barely see that my eyes stick out. I have like this extra layer of eyes. My eyes are 3D. I can turn that off if I want. But I kind of like it because it's really weird. I don't know, like it's super bizarre and awkward. And so I've kept it on. Anyways, it was a little unfortunate to die so quickly. Like I said, I am going to reset adjust the configuration so that we can spectate once you die. Alright. Frostburn Trooper highlights a message and says, what is your favorite type of food, like Mexican, Italian, etc.? I would say Mexican for sure. That's gotta be my favorite ethnic food. Alright, and we're gonna use the power of teamwork to destroy this. Disable PvP up here. Yeah, you know, I've tried. Listen, I really have tried to get it to work. The problem is, it's difficult to sort of balance, like, what the world is versus what the plugin wants to do. It's, yeah. I probably should spend some more time looking at it, figuring out what's going on. The joys of being a server admin. This is like our first plugin heavy type thing, so that's why I was perhaps not quite as used to doing this. Retro, I once DM'd you a link. Did you click it? If you didn't, you should click it on stream. It's not malicious. Man, you know, I really apologize, but I get so many DMs that I don't know for sure if I saw your DM. I try to read all of them. I try to respond to all of them. I probably did respond. What's this doing here? Why do I have that? So I probably did click on it. It's possible I didn't, though. There's actually a decent chance I would not have clicked on it because of obvious reasons. It depends on what the link was to. All right, it's Joey G has won the Hunger Games, and while we're all fighting everybody up here, all right, ready for a new game? Okay, stop it! Don't not fight up top. Like, seriously, you can't do that. Stop fighting up top. That's not how this works. Okay. Let's go. Another thing I might do is change it so there's a little bit more time to get in. We got 25 seconds. Get in. 25 seconds to get in. Alright, let's try to survive a little bit longer this time. Let's make a game plan. Where am I going to go? I don't like this half of the map quite as much. I think I'm going to head... I think this is where we were last time. Maybe I'll try and go over here. Alright, so there's 10 of us. So that gives us some more time. I think the most we've had is 12 or something, but 10's a pretty good size. It takes up to 24 people. But I am not going to be the first one to die. That is my goal. And I know I put myself at risk of being stream sniped as much as you can do that on a Hunger Games server. Ugh. I see Tobin's coming after me. I have no weapons. I am totally at the mercy of Tobin here, which is a dangerous spot to be. because Tobin plays Fortnite, which means Tobin is very good at combat. King Torsten was killed by Remy using a diamond sword. Alright, so I would really like to get a weapon. What I hope that doesn't happen is... Oh, well, Tobin's giving me a golden apple. That's convenient. Maybe I'll have a fighting chance here if Tobin is showing mercy on me. Yeah, I am in a bad spot. I need resources very, very desperately here. And I'm not quite as used to this side of the map. So this map was built by a bunch of people. We had moderators and a couple of builders work on it. That's why it's really crazy looking and it's all over the place. Okay, I thought I turned the tracking stick off. That's okay though. Don't break blocks. Yeah. So over here. Okay, those deaths, it sucks that you're dying, but it means I'm not the first one to die. And that's very, very nice for me to know. Here we've got the Kronk statue. For those of you who remember in the early days, there was a statue built by Greece, and apparently that's what it was going to be. I would show you, but I need to get to a better, more defensive position here. Because I saw someone over there. Oh man, full iron already. I have no chance, do I? Oh, I got lucky. Oh man, it went after a different person. Okay, okay. I am flying barely here. I'm so, so dangerous, so afraid of dying that my metaphors are getting mixed up. But it seems as though, at least for now, we've avoided the worst. And there's still 7 alive. We are very much in this thing. The fact is, I'm going to have to get somewhat lucky to even be able to kill anybody. But you know what? Sometimes luck favors you. Oh boy, can I get this in time? Okay, okay. Hang in there, hang in there. Okay, okay. Boy, I'm still gonna die, even with all of this, this armor. I have no offensive capability here. Put that on. There we go. We're in a bit of a standoff here. Okay, usually I die long before this. I'm trying to focus here. Now, how bad am I at PvP? Well, you are finding out right now. Like, I have the huge, like, defensive advantage, and I am just not going to win this. Because I'm so bad at timing my attacks. I can't even get anything. A total embarrassment, I know. Perhaps I need to re-strategize a bit, maybe take a bit more of a defensive position, or maybe I should just run. Run. The only reason I didn't die there was just because I had the good armor. Boy, I wanna win a fight. I've never won a fight, a PvP fight, I don't think. Eventually I'm going to, though. Is today the day? Oh boy, I'm gonna die. I can't believe it, I'm gonna get crushed. There's no way out. Wow, this is a way to go. I'm gonna get smushed by this. I survived so long. I hung in there. I didn't give up. Oh. There's a way out, though. Hoo. I think if I go up here, I can escape just barely. Oh, man. Now that was playing with fire. Now, the question is, do I want to go into the house or go up? I'm going to go up and roll the dice and see. Nice, okay. Not much there, but at least I'm still alive, and that is not what I expected. Boy, that was a jam there. I really dodged a bullet, so to speak. Okay, I do need to make sure I can get out. It would be a little bit ironic to be celebrating and then have the exact same thing happen. So I gotta get down now. Get down now. Ho 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 ho! Man. Okay, someone is nearby. I heard the chest open. Okay. Whew. That was tight. I'm not sure how I got out of that. See, I'm so bad at combat that it's really a PvE versus me, surviving the PvE player versus environment. I think the move here is to, how is he getting me from there? I'm gonna die. It's been a good run. I'm surprised I lasted as long as I did. That was, definitely a best. The best I've done in a while. Oh man, stressful. So now you guys believe me when I say I'm bad at PvP. There's bad, and then there's bad. Okay, well that head shouldn't happen because somebody killed me up top, which is not what you're supposed to do. Who's doing that? Who is doing that? Stop it. I'm gonna go back on the replay and see who that was, because you can't be attacking people up here. How do I do the Hunger Games match? You warp over here, so you do warp Hunger Games, and then you right click on the sign. Okay, I don't know. Okay, is it ever gonna be day? I guess it is. Whew. Okay. Drinking water ASMR. Oh no, I didn't drink the water far enough away from the mic, and I just accidentally did ASMR. I don't know whose diamond that is. I wish Retro was smushed by the wall because that would have been amazing play by the player. I barely hung in there. And yeah, I really wish I'd switched it so you can see what's going on. And I could do that now. I could make it so there's spectator mode. I'd have to reboot the server. I don't know if that's worth it, but it's something I could probably do really quickly. Because yeah, it's not quite as fun being up here and not being able to see what's going on as well. Let's see if we can get a peep somewhere though. All right. So there's the house, or that might be a different house. That's the other house. I was in the different one. Yeah. There's a lot of little details to this map. Very nice. And I think the complexity matches the what's the right word? Spontaneity. The spontaneity of this map design really matches Spawn quite well. Tim is asking something. What is it? What is it, Tim? Toin? Tim's trying to tell me something. I don't know what Tim's trying to say. Ooh, there's someone down there. Is Tim trying to give me this? Shulker. Give. Got it. All right. Well, why are there so many... What is this? I don't know what this is. There's a 3 3¼ stacks of diamonds. Oh, the funds. Yes, yes, yes. Okay, I'm going to deposit this real quick. I was mentioning earlier, we have the competition for the new government building. We had some private donators too, and this is part of Tim's private investment. So I'm going to put that in there. And yeah, you can see all my bricks. We are down to 3 people left. And I'll probably play one more game at least. This is pretty crazy. I always like to see how the server performs, and we're still doing just fine, yeah. Even with all of these people on. So the border's starting to get pretty squished now. There won't be a whole lot of time left. It is interesting you can't see the border through this glass. Okay, I can see them down there. Looks like a bit of skirmish going on. Who will be the ultimate victor? Heidegger redeemed stretch for 300. Now is a great time to stretch. Thank you. And you get to hear the reverberations of the room as I stretch, look out the window. All right. Very nice. All right. So, 2 people are alive. Yes, we are playing Hunger Games. Interesting, says Tobin. But what is interesting? I was also stretching, so why not? Yes, why not? This will greatly benefit the zone. Alright, well. We've never run out of time, and I don't know what happens if you run out of time. In fact, I should try and see if there's a way to, like, show the time there. It'd be nice to see. Who is that? I can't... Is that Surf? Oh, Surf's saying hi. Well, Surf is still in the game, it looks like. Who's the other person left? Frostburn Trooper redeemed Hydrate, so it's time to hydrate. Always remember to be drinking water. That's very important. Cat Games Live says, Retro, you are my favorite YouTuber. Thank you so much. I really appreciate that. Tobin responds with, no, he's my favorite. You know, it's possible to be the favorite of multiple people, right? Right? I hope. All right, and Surf wins Hunger Games. Congratulations, Surf. All right, let's play at least one more game. Cat Games Live. Also, sorry for killing you. I guess I'm not sure who you are on this. Why are we fighting up here? Okay. Ready? E for another. Bye, pizza. Oh, bye, Tobin, excuse me. You should be in adventure mode for this. Surf, I've tried. I can't get it to work. Yeah. Alright, so let's go. Adventure is really what we want to have up there. It's a world edit thing. Or not world edit, multiverse. So we're going to take a different approach here. I think instead of running towards the boundaries, we're going to go into the caves. Now, the problem with this is that somebody could follow me right off the bat. And, of course, that's what happened. Sometimes I think it's better to delay the cave entrance until later in the match. It's a nice place to go to, well, there's nothing I can do here. It depends on if they're going to show mercy or not. So there's a little interesting thing you can do here. Oh, why can't I get to it? There we go. Okay. And this will give me some more defense here. This tree has been vandalized. Now the question is, can I hop on over? Maple, 45 bits. I'm back. Welcome back, Maple. You're about to see me make a leap of a lifetime here. Yes, made it. Okay. Do I show mercy? You showed mercy on me. I'm going to show mercy on you. And so, one of the interesting things about the caves is it leads us to some new places. You might be able to predict where we're going here. But we can take a look out over here. Aha! I will say it's much nicer being in the cornucopia, as it's called in the Hunger Games lore, when there's no one else there. Okay, someone else is up there. I'm trying to decide, is it best to head back in there or jump out and run? I think I'm going to go ahead and go down. That's probably the best to do. See, so you say weak players need kills whenever they can get it. What you don't understand is there's still a chance that I would have died there. I'm that bad at PvP. So, you know, there's weak, and then there's weak. There's different tiers of weak, and I might be, you know, in the closer to the E to F tier of weak as opposed to the A to S tier. Actually, I could go up there. Ooh, double kill. King Torsten's dead by Surf, and then turned right back around and died. But such is life, or the end of life in the Hunger Games world. Uh-oh. Okay, next time I see you, Keiki, I'm gonna have no choice but to be aggressive here. Ooh. All right. The no food is totally gonna get me. That's right, I had no food. All right. Third party or 111. Hamburger, says Rexman. Oof, says chicken for days. Oof is correct. Oh, did I get you? Let's see. I don't think so. Looks to me like you're still alive. Oh, pizza. Sorry. I don't know. I get there's so I apologize if I got the skins incorrect. Because it doesn't show the doesn't show them on the when you're playing in the middle of the game. Oh man. Still thirsty. Anyways, once this game is finished, I might be wanting to take a journey. The nice thing about this is you guys can play the game whenever you want, right? All you have to do is teleport here and do it. And sometimes we will play, just sort of ran out of the blue, sporadic. There's a hole in the ceiling, says Surf. There's a hole in the ceiling. Yeah. Yeah. Well. Yes. Again, this is not a perfect system. Do you not know how to crit? Nope, I don't. So yeah. Don't touch my parrot, says Blue Floppa. Anyways, we'll hang around and wait for this to finish. Punch me 3 times. Punch. Retro, let me call Techno and he will show you some stuff. I'm probably not big time enough for Technoblade. I appreciate the offer, though. Just imagine me being in with Technoblade and he's trying to teach me how to do PvP. It would be the embarrassment to end all embarrassments. Lee says I'm gonna save channel points and then one day bombard Retro with stretches and water. Yeah, one day someone's like just gonna totally pummel me, and I'm gonna be drinking so much water that I'm gonna have to get up and go to the bathroom every 10 minutes. All right. Well, I want to let. It's a little bit. There's not a whole lot to do while the game is still going. I am trying to decide if I want to let this finish or if I want to head back to base and start loading up for the next thing we're going to be doing. Again, you guys are always free to do Hunger Games. You don't have to do it just when I'm here, and people have done it before. It is just so much fun. This is one reason I love streaming. It's so much fun to have everybody on the server all at once. That really is what's interesting to me. So I think in the meantime, I'm probably going to head back to my house while this game is still going on. So I'm going to go home. And unfortunately, my 58 levels are gone. That's a little bit unfortunate. Extremely unfortunate. And the reason I had all those is because I have all these like chests down there and they end up collecting experience. All sorts of things going on. But I'm going to put all of my stuff back on, and while we're waiting for this game to finish, I'm also going to dump some stuff into my auto sorter system. And I've done this before on stream, but it's pretty easy. Just put it in one of these chests up here, and it will automatically go through the whole sorting area. Ender Pearl? Okay. Who gave me an Ender Pearl? As an Enderman, I feel a little bit mystified when someone hands me an Ender Pearl. for obvious reasons. We won't talk about the evil contraption built by Surf in the end. Retro, there's a guy for Sponker who's a guy called Sponker who's insane at PvP but not so big time. Yeah, my PvP skills severely lacking. Severely lacking. And the thing is, I'm just not that kind of a player, you know? I can understand why people like PvP and why people get so interested in it, but I'm really more of an exploration type person. I like exploring, I like finding new things. And to a lesser extent, building, I guess. But the one thing that I just am not good at and I don't care quite as much about is PvP. Frostburn Trooper takes the W. Nice job. Yeah, it'd be kind of cool if there's a way. Yeah, I don't know if this is a good idea. Actually, I'm not even gonna say it. I was sort of thinking like if there's some sort of way to get an award for Hunger Games, but I think that'd be pretty difficult to balance. The thing I like about this server is it's very close to vanilla. Yeah, you can warp home, warp spawn, but we don't have like a currency system or anything like that, and I don't want to like implement that. The Hunger Games is definitely the least vanilla thing we have, but that's isolated to its own world. Retro, have you like met any other creators and thought about collabs or been approached about a collab? Yes. So I do know several creators, and I really take time to try and meet them and become friends with them on Discord, because I think it's really important to, being a Minecraft YouTuber, it's hard to like meet other people in real life who are also interested in that. So it's very important, I think, to find those people online. But I have been in contact with a couple of people. The one that probably is most likely to happen is wifeys, as Surf said, or wiffies. Again, not totally sure how to say it. I'm not sure he knows either. But we've been talking for several months, sort of on and off. Like, he'll send me one of his theories or his thumbnails, and we'll just sort of, you know, talk to each other a little bit about YouTube. And we've been thinking about possibly doing a collab when the Deep Dark comes out. So we will see about that. Retro, are you going to go to the Brick Pyramid? Yes, that was what I was planning to do. I suppose if you guys wanted to come with me, I can head to spawn. And anyone who wants to come see the Brick Pyramid can come. But so yeah, wifeys, wiffies, however you say it, is the one that's most likely to collab, because we have somewhat similar content. He's been moving more towards having theories, and I've been moving more towards things that aren't just theories. So I think we're kind of moving towards an average point. I think we'd be good to work together. Now turns out I've been drinking so much water that I am out of water. So what I'm trying to do, I'm trying to pull up my I guess I don't have that. I was gonna like just do a quick ad, but since I don't have that, you guys will just have to hang tight. I'll be back in about 1 minute. I'm going to go refill my water bottle. See you guys momentarily. Okay, I should be back. Hopefully you guys can hear me. Let me catch up on chat. If you apply multiple times for the SMP and you don't get accepted, are you just the normal person applying for the SMP, or do you get put on a special list that makes you more prioritized? It's not, no, it's not that complicated. We don't have like a special list or anything like that. But the more times you do apply, the more your chance goes up. Again, it's less of a factor compared to other things like the quality of your submissions and your community engagement, that type of thing. But yeah, that's why we ask if you've applied before, so we can go back and look at old applications too when we're trying to make a decision. Okay. Blue Floppa Gaming redeemed Hydrate. I will. I've always pronounced wifeys like Wi-Fi was plural. Wi-Fi's. Wi-Fi's. Interesting. Wi-Fi's. I don't know. I really don't. All right. Time to take a journey, and this will be a bit of a long journey, but it'll be good to sort of see what we stumble across along the way. And I say this every time, but it's just so much fun for me to explore the server, because every time somebody's on, people are doing things. And it just evolves and it grows. It's like its own society, its own world. Really cool. Okay. So, I haven't seen this house before. I don't know who this is. Can't quite tell if it's finished or if it's a work in progress. Very mysterious, no windows. I like it. Makes me wonder what's going on in there. Wifeys, that's what I say, yeah. That's sort of my default thing. So we're on the western half of the server. Spawn is very close to the center. We are on the western half right now. I spend a lot more time on the west than I do on the east, and that's just because my house is on the west side. Sometime I'm going to do a more like comprehensive exploration of the east side though, because I think there's a lot that goes on there that I tend to not see just because of my proximity. And you've redeemed Hydrate, and I will oblige. Maple says, OMG, remember when that raid started outside Stonewell? Yes, I do. Oh, that was funny. Because I remember, I think Jacket was trying to get a... Jacket Cat was trying to get some pillagers while we were there, so we couldn't, like, kill everybody. And so the problem with Stonewell was, like, the original OG town on this server. It's not quite as popular now. I think it's a little bit more of a ghost town than it used to be. But, yeah, people store their villagers there, of course, so somebody came in with bad omen, and it just started a raid. Nether Queen's build. Oh, yeah. Yeah, good memories, man. Stonewell really was the first month or two of the server. There was Nether Queen, Yoda X-Wing, Prodigal Paintbrush, I think. Yeah, it was fun. Weeyuv says, BTW Retro, me getting banned was technically not on the terms for a Genshin Impact stream. Yes. So I was going to do it in voice chat. That's the thing. I wasn't going to stream it on Twitch. I mean, I could still stream it on voice chat. But unfortunately, if you're not in the server, you're not going to be able to see that. I should have brought a boat. I should have, but it's okay. You know, it gives me more time to reminisce. I think we started this server in April of 2021. And obviously it's January 2022, so we're coming up on the year. We've had, I think, 119 people join total. This year, how many people are there? Let's see. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 15 or 16, something like that. Tons of people. Oh, Surf's got a boat. Does Surf have a compass, though? That's the question. I suppose he can watch on stream and see. Straight ahead. Okay. But Weeyuv, you are correct. It was not contingent. Maple says you should do a one-year server tour stream or video. In fact, I would like to do something like that. What I want to do, here's what I want to do. I want to do like an actual produced video. So not a live stream, but more like a an actual video of where I edit it in its higher quality. It's more cinematic like my style traditionally is. and produce it, sort of just as a way for us to see what the server is and see all of the parts of it, because I only really am able to see a small part of it when I'm on stream. And so I was thinking probably what I would do is I'd get it where everybody can sort of submit, is there a landmark you want me to cover? Something like that. And I'll go through and I'll head to each one and just make sort of a compilation video, just so you can see what the server is. There's just so much going on. There's so many people playing, and it's getting to the point now where there's sort of like a history where I wouldn't quite say that there's eras of the server yet. It's still pretty young for that to be happening. Okay, well, I guess I can fly if everyone else is flying. The reason I wasn't doing that, I guess I can't fly if I'm on the water. But anyways, as I was saying, the server evolves and grows naturally. It's so that's what's fun for me is oh, okay, there we go. Just seeing the evolution and how it's changed. Okay, don't want to fly too fast. I would like to stay on the ground for the most part. But yeah, let's head on through the savannah. Yes, I doubt the staff have a positive opinion of me, but if a Genshin Impact stream is on the line, then it's worth it anyway. Yeah, I'm not going to discuss punishment on the Discord on stream. If you would like to appeal, you are always welcome. So, yes, I believe that's where we're going. Negative 5,600, 5,000 feels right. Let's see where we are. Oh, we're still a ways away. Maybe I'm going to go ahead and speed this up and fly there. How many channel points do I need to get you to visit my base? I can do it once we're finished with this pyramid. My chunks broke. My chunks are also breaking currently. So I am going to fly into the void and hope that I don't die from kinetic energy to a invisible chunk. Uh-oh. Let's see if I'm about to suffocate here. I hope not. I hope not. Please. Okay, looks like I'm underwater. Why is fly mode enabled? That shouldn't be. Fly. Okay, that was weird. I don't know why fly mode turned on there. But okay, we're still alive, so we're hanging in there. And we're going to keep on going in this direction. Looks like we're getting, you know, approaching the halfway point. There is no nether path to this, I should say. Someone might make one at some point, but there is no way to get there. Naturally in the nether. You Can't Ground Me says, please don't die right after I show up. I don't want to be that bad luck. Oh, I'm going to try and survive here. My deaths, if you guys have watched this, my deaths tend to occur when I'm in the nether. I'm pretty good at surviving in the overworld. But, something about the nether is just my kryptonite. Ooh, yeah, we're starting to slow down a little bit. Boy, okay. I think we may have too many people flying. Well, I'm going to have to reload again. Yes, I will say the last time I flew here, there were not quite as many people on. But I don't care. I'm willing to deal with some laggy chunks to have this many people on. It's kind of far away, right? It's not close. But here's the thing. If you go to the old pyramid has a chest with a bunch of these. So if you are interested in finding one of these yourselves, one of these in-dev compasses, you can feel free. Go to the old pyramid. Now, the old pyramid, where is that? I couldn't tell you, but people have discovered it before. If you go from the stronghold and then go to the surface, right. So this is on the southwestern side. It's pretty far southwest, and the stronghold is slightly southwest of spawn. So that's correct. but we're pretty deep in no man's land right now. So, you know, when people say world border, they think, oh, the world border is small, but it really isn't. We're pretty, you know, we haven't seen any sort of structures recently. So there is quite a bit of undeveloped space. And that, to me, that's the fun part about Minecraft. There's that dichotomy between, oh, we want to develop and make things and build and construct. But then there's also the part of, hey, we want to have the open land where there's the potential to build and construct. And both of those are important. Okay, so head on there. I'm going to take another drink. You know, I say this every time. I don't think I quite have enough voice to usually go for a 2-hour stream. But I do my best. Yeah, so Leah's already at the pyramid. Leah's going to beat us by probably 10 minutes. And while we're on the move, let's see. Maple asked me a question. What made you decide to start a Discord community? And what has it been like watching it develop and grow? So the Discord community, that was where I've seen people... other YouTubers had that. Like, I'd say, oh, join the Discord, or, you know, join the community or whatever. But I didn't really know what Discord community, like, what that was. So I'd use Discord, like, with friends, with small servers. But I'd never really been a part of a big server before. So I was like, yeah, you know what, I'll just do it. Because it seemed like a great way to connect with the audience and have a more intimate place where you can talk, because the YouTube comment section, there's just so many people, right? It's hard to have conversations and get to know people. And so, you know, I didn't really know what it was going to be like going in, and I really didn't have much of a sense of what a YouTube Discord was. So it really was a learning experience for me. And a big part of that was getting mods and admins who knew what was going on, because I don't think I would have been able to do that if I didn't stumble across those people. So that was really important. But back to the question, what was it like watching it develop and grow? It's, I think, been very satisfying to me, and very, you know, it's interesting because the Discord server, obviously I made it, right, and I own it, and it's my channel, but it gains a life of its own, right? It sort of develops its own culture. And so while I was the one who built it and allowed it to happen, I wasn't the one who actually made the Discord, if that makes any sense, right? I hope what I'm saying isn't too weird. The idea basically is that what has happened with the growth and development of the community was not something I did. It's something that the community did. So I wanted to have like a canvas where, okay, yeah, we can develop what we want. You know, we have rules, things like that. But the memes, the inside jokes, all of that type of thing, the sort of the sense of community interaction and connection, that is something that grew naturally. So that was really interesting to me, is to sort of realize, okay, the community is actually going to grow, and it's actually going to become its own thing at some point. And that's as a content creator, that is an extremely extremely satisfying place to be. Because I think that's one thing you can't really force. You can't force there to be a natural community. That's something that's got to develop on its own. And more so on the Discord server than anywhere else do I see that community. Do I see the close interaction? Do I see the people who, you know each other, are friends with each other? And all of that is really just something that's really cool to see. It's almost like, it's maybe not the best analogy, but it's almost like being a parent and watching your kids, where, like, yeah, you try and help your kid grow and you help the kid learn, but, you know, the kid's its own kid. So I think the Discord server is kind of like a kid. Daddy, okay, maybe I should not have, no Daddy Retro. No Daddy Retro. A plant. Maybe a Discord server is a plant. It's like I'm growing a tree, or I'm growing a little spider plant. Let's switch to that analogy. I'm thinking. Yes, the response in chat is swift, and I appreciate that. We've been relegated to a tree. That is right. You have been relegated to a tree. But trees are nice. Okay, farmer watching crops grow. Yeah, although I'm not planning on harvesting you. That's the crucial difference there. You Can't Ground Me says, I've been watching since the second or third deep dive was released. How do you feel you've developed as a creator since then? Any ideas moving forward? Yes. So, it's really interesting, right? The thing about YouTube, and I always say this, but what makes it difficult is there's no guidebook, right? So it's like, let's say, I want to become, I don't know, a plumber or something. I want to be a plumber. I go to plumber school, right? I go to trade school. They teach me how to be a plumber. They teach me what you need to know. They teach me all of that stuff. But that doesn't exist for YouTube. YouTube is a very individual type thing where it's like you have to learn all of this stuff for yourself. And so as a result of that, it feels like I'm constantly in a state of growth. I'm constantly learning more about, okay, what does it mean to be a YouTuber? What does it mean to produce content? And I think for me, the big thing right now, so the iceberg was the first part. That was the part that got me in, and I was really important in, or really wanted to focus on building the community through the Discord. Give me one sec. And I would say we were successful with that. The Discord community is tremendous. It's great. It's I think it's one of the better communities for a channel my size. So that was the first part. And when I had the initial iceberg, it's like, okay, I've got to transition to some type of content, and that was the deep dives. But here is the next part of the development is figuring out, okay, what am I going to do long term? The next part that people don't tell you about is how do I continue to grow and continue to evolve my content in a long term way? Because obviously, like the deep dives, yeah, those were great, but there's only so many deep dives I can do. So that's the big question of how do I continue to grow as a developer or a YouTuber and construct these videos with more of a 3-year, 5-year plan in mind. And so that's really the next challenge I'm thinking about. And so I think that's the next stage I'm going to develop as a person and as a creator is how do you have long-term success? So it's like the sophomore slump. You come out as a freshman, you do really well, and then sophomore year is really where you have to grow. Your first main idea, that's gone really well, but how do you continue to improve and continue to get better? So that's where I'm at as the YouTuber right now. What part of the plant is the theory chats? The theory chats is like the fruit of the tree, I would say. So, and it's interesting because the role of the theory chats has kind of evolved a little bit as time has gone on. So in the early days of the server, the theory chats were really interesting because Minecraft was so new and there were so few people theorizing about it, right? When you join, that's the reason you join. You want to talk about theories because that's really what my channel was. And nowadays it's a little bit different because I think the level of theorizing has grown to be more refined. And, whether this is a good thing or bad thing, I don't know, but it probably is a bad thing. But the thing is, when I release a video on a topic, that adds some level of knowledge to it, right? Okay, maybe the theory is right, maybe the theory is wrong, I don't know. But what happens is that people start to come into the theory chats having seen the deep dives, and when people come into the theory chats having seen the deep dives, what that means is there's less ambiguity. People learn, they come in with more of a preconceived notion of what the lore is. So as I've developed more and more deep dives, more and more people have come in with that preconceived notion. And this coincides with the more serious theorists who've been talking a lot, and they've also been developing their own version of the lore, their own version of things that they believe to be true. And so the result of that is Minecraft becomes more and more solved, so to speak. And I don't think it's solved like, okay, this is exactly what it is, but what it means is there's more and more people who've thought about it, and there's more and more of a collective identity in terms of what this lore is. So that's something that's definitely changed, and I think some people like that, some people don't, and so there's disadvantages and advantages to that. So I'm not really saying if that's a good thing or a bad thing. I'm just saying that's sort of where I see the theory chats at now. It's a much more mature... It's mature in the sense that there's more that's been discovered and more that's been figured out. So yeah, sorry, that was kind of a long ramble. But we are on the middle of a long trip. You Can't Ground Me says, as much as I would love deep dives forever, I've always known there's only so much content. But you picked a great time to pick up on it, or to get in on it. Yeah, right. And so that's what I was saying. It's, there's only so many deep dives. The deep dives are great. But you don't want to try and get water from a stone, so to speak. There's only so much Minecraft lore that exists. So that's part of the reason I've sort of been experimenting, trying different things to sort of see, hey, you know, what are some possible directions this channel could go post deep dive? So yeah, it's complicated. It's not easy. It's difficult trying to figure out what to do and trying to plan and trying to know what your channel's going to be. Whoa. Oh, yeah. Okay, so this compass is totally bugged. That's what I was trying to fix. So when you're playing in Hunger Games and you go to spectator, the compass lets you teleport around when you're watching people. The problem is, for some reason, for me and me only, like server operators, the compass still does that when I'm here normally. So I can't use the compass. It's this really weird bug with the Hunger Games thing. Okay. So we've been going, let's see, at least a Minecraft day. I've talked a lot. Voice is starting to go. I need to take another drink. Okay. Lee says, I want to know what the favorite server meme is. My favorite server meme. I'm not going to lie. Ooh. I love the server iceberg. And that's okay, that's kind of a cheating answer, right? Because the server iceberg is kind of like a list of the memes. But I love looking at the server iceberg. That's one of them. What else do I like? The lever. The lever is a good one. Except, I guess, it can't be a meme if it's real, right? Like, because the lever is totally real. Totally. Yeah, what else is there? I don't know. Favorite server meme? Yeah, that's a question I never really considered. I'd have to think about that some more. Squotes? Squotes is great, yep. So Squotes, if you don't know, we have this thing on the server called Diver. So if you've been on the server for a while, you can join Diver. And people put screenshot quotes. That's what Squotes stands for. And some of them are interesting. Like, some of them are okay, but some of them are really funny, just seeing what people say. And it's almost like a museum to the history of what people have been saying. And then here's the fun part, is people have expanded upon that and made their own content using Squotes. Like IRDM, who's one of the moderators, has this YouTube channel, and so he's constructed these videos reading Squotes and having people voice their lines, and it's super funny, super well edited. Frostburn Trooper highlights a message. What is your favorite Minecraft update? It is the Nether update. The Nether update. The Nether update is amazing. I loved the Nether update. And I was really expecting Caves and Cliffs to be another Nether update. And in a way it was, but yeah, it got split up, so there's, you know, that whole thing. I've talked about that before. Nether update was just so cool. It was so charming. There were so many interesting things to find. I think it's the ideal Minecraft update where they kept the basic idea of the Nether. Okay, it's still the Nether, it's still this hot dimension, but it was just so different and reimagined totally with the piglins and the bastions and the biomes. The Nether update was A+ in my opinion. S tier. Maple says, from a marketing perspective, your timing was perfect. Minecraft viewership was on the incline with creators like Dream in that game, and then so Minecraft as a whole was getting a ton of viewers, plus the pandemic and people being at home. Your success is well deserved. Yes, I appreciate it. The pandemic was definitely part of it, right? Because suddenly, okay, I've got all this time at home, I don't know what to do. YouTube. So yeah, that was something that kind of worked for me. And I only wish I'd started earlier in the pandemic, because then I think I could have brought enjoyment to more people while that was going on. But yes, pandemic was definitely a part of it. That's one way where my life was changed. Like, it's totally changed. Like, you know, having this YouTube thing that I spend time focusing on and trying to do and work on the community really did change my life quite a bit. I will read what's going on in chat. Minecraft chat. More recently, we started using... Okay, I need to get to land. Once I get to land, I'll catch up on the chats. We're getting pretty close, though. We're getting pretty close to the pyramid. Oops. I do see what you mean about the game being more solved. Well, maybe. It seems like a paradigm is developed, and so theorizing becomes more binary. Do you want to go with the current paradigm, or do you have your own thing? More recently, we've started using Minecraft Dungeons, more in theory, so that's bringing in a whole bunch of new theorizing material, which should fix the problem. Yeah, paradigm, that's a great way to put it. There's a paradigm, a set of established norms, which, accurate or not, people sort of say, okay, this is the paradigm. This is what people understand the game to be. And yeah, there's the whole Minecraft Dungeons thing. That is another avenue for sure. Because they're still updating that, right? They're still releasing expansions. So that, of course, is going to continue to add. Yeah, I have not played Minecraft Dungeons. I don't think I would dislike it. So for people who've been on this channel for a while, and I don't know how many of you there are, I think most people obviously joined later, but before the Minecraft Iceberg Deep Dive series, both of those, my biggest Let's Play was this game called Fate. And if you've ever like played Windows Vista, like Wild Tangent games were oftentimes installed with those computers, and Fate was one of the games installed. So I think a lot of people have experience because they played it on their new computers. And so that was my original most popular game. And that is a dungeon crawler. So it's kind of like a Diablo Light. Ooh, look at this. What are the odds someone's been here? And I think the dungeon crawler, you know... Ooh, no one's been here. But I don't know if I want any of this. Anyways. So I think Minecraft Dungeons is kind of similar to that. So I think I would enjoy the game to some extent. But I don't know. What I like about Minecraft is how open-ended and how pure it is. Like, how much it is we get to create our own world. I'm not quite so interested in having that be influenced by a game with a more serious story. Honestly, I'm just gonna run. I don't need to deal with these guys. Okay, we should be getting pretty close though. Ooh. This is always risky whenever I do this. What was your theory on Wart Forest, or is there no theory yet? I don't really have a theory on that right now. Speaking of marketing, if you consider the whole TikTok thing, create short theory summary. So I do have a TikTok account, and that was mostly to make sure that I have the username. And I don't know, maybe. I have thought, we've talked about this before, I have thought about going towards like trying some shorts. I really do enjoy the long video format, so that's not something I would do forever. It's more something that I would do temporarily, you know, just to like you say, put it on TikTok, try a different platform. I don't know. I might. I don't use TikTok a whole lot, just naturally. So I'm not super used to what TikTok is like, and you know, maybe it's definitely something I've thought about. All right, so we're getting pretty close because slight changes change the compass. Ooh, there we go. There we go. All right. So this, I wish it was day. It's a crime against humanity, says Sir for TikTok. No, it's not. It's not that bad. So this is it. So I made this totally, you know, everything I do is in survival, and this was quite the quite the journey. This was difficult to make. This took a lot of time. And part of the reason for that, like I said, is because I got too much clay. But let's climb the pyramid. I just love how stark it looks. It just looks so out of place in a Minecraft world. And this is my first mega project I've ever made. First thing that has any sort of like serious size to it. And yeah, I don't know. I just wanted to do it because it goes back to my InDev server. Or, excuse me, my InDev video. And of course, this is going to be ruined. This is going to be ruined by phantoms. Okay, I gotta stretch and I gotta hydrate. Let's hope I don't die so real quick. Alright, time to hydrate real quick too. Alright. The algorithm on TikTok is super interesting. Call the platform what you want, but it's great for growth. Yeah, I'd be okay to trying it. I just don't really have TikTok, so I don't have a strong preference either way about it. But yeah, this is it. This is the pyramid. I mean, I don't know. It's not that impressive, but I think it's cool. It's a fun thing to just have. Now, I haven't decided what I'm going to put on the inside, if I'm going to put anything. Because you can go on the inside. There is like a big hollow area. To actually make this filled in would take an absurd amount of time. I calculated it, and it was just, it's not worth it at all. But hollow's the way to go. I mean, hollow still is quite a bit of work. Yeah, I don't know. I just think it's cool. Yeah, it's probably not that interesting, but anyways, how long did this take? I don't know, probably 30 hours. I really don't know. 20 hours. I did a lot of it while I was doing other things. So like I'd be watching TV or whatever. And whoa there, whoa, okay. Lag, oh boy, I almost got eaten by the lag there. So anyways, yeah, if you wanna see this, you can oh, you gotta be kidding me. I didn't even look at him. Now I'm gonna be forced to kill one of my brethren. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Do I know my next video idea? I have a couple of ideas, but I don't know for sure what it's going to be. Sometimes sometimes I know next, and sometimes I have to like try a few things before something lands. But anyways, yeah. This is the pyramid. I'm also probably going to hop off pretty soon, too. Like I say, my my voice is starting to give out. But I think we did some interesting stuff. I showed you the zone, showed you the pyramid, showed you some of the things I'm doing on my base. And I hopefully will try and stream a little bit more often. Thank you to everybody who joined. I always love playing with you guys. Great community. Got to talk about a lot of fun stuff. We're going to go ahead and end with that. It's been Retro Gaming Now. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you all next time. Have a great day.